Here I am again. The type of thing I was doing at the flat, with my humour, with all manner of things, needed to be seen through. Uh, Now you'll notice that I think I've mentioned before, uh, how with my humour, for example, I know how to control that. I know how to not go over the top with it. But these people would dive in there trying, oh no, or whether they needed to be seen to be doing that, but it wasn't necessary. You have to do that. You have to sharpen those capabilities of dealing with stuff like that. Which I don't really need to sharpen my capabilities, but it doesn't hurt. Um, but again, this intervention, this type of intervention that these people indulge in doesn't really work, I don't think, because then you have to go, because you haven't developed skills and capabilities around certain things. Well, there you go. Then you rely on, what is it, pills or the people or whatever, for things that are pretty conventional. Uh, Even though, to an extent, when I enjoy my humour, for example, because I rate my humour so highly, it's something to really, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, there's storm the flat on the 29th of August, Friday the 29th of August. Flashlight in the window. It was just after I'd done the video, which I haven't uploaded yet. Repression, Exploration and Expression, Friday 29th of August. And even in the flat, something was amiss. During the process, I was being drugged up to have different psychological and physical reactions and processes around what was going on. And I was all shaking and shortness of breath and so on and so things that I wouldn't have in a situation like that. Um, and yet the judgment started on the basis of that sort of stunt. But anyway, they carted me off, despite doing really impressive work at the flat. Um, and I've been here 2 weeks. There's been a gradual erosion of my capabilities. I'm guessing part of that may be because they thought about me doing stuff like this, videos. Um, Increase in instability. They've got me on a couple of chemicals called Clopixol and Zopiclone. And over the space of 2 weeks, especially on the Clopixol, if nothing else, I'll be reduced to status effectively of a nervous bloody wreck. Um, that's taken about 2 weeks. No open dialogue. No open dialogue. You'll be privy, I'm sure, to how the meetings go here. I don't know what you mean by, that sort of bullshit. I'm sure they got their rationale, but it doesn't really. But anyway, not that I even need to talk to them, but they have got the power to detain me in places like this when they shouldn't have that power. Uh, for reasons I've got over before. And also one of my increasing attempts to dissuade me against my perception, my interpretation, my conclusions about what's been going on for so long, and so on. For example, how they started in '96, how it's not really a mental health, as they call these frameworks. One of these frameworks, it's not really anything to do with that, I don't think, anymore. Uh, Even though I'm thinking of taking one of the chemicals just to get sleep. Right, Friday just gone. Had a visit Friday 12th September. Even though there were parts of it I enjoyed at the time, there were parts of it that I thought, nah, this don't feel right. Uh, it was shit basically. And it was with the piss heads. Some of the piss heads. Soon resolved that. Um, but the thing with those people is the powers around them got them to try and fashion stories around me to, limit my day-to-day activities. Gotta wonder who stops their lives because the people may or may not want them to. That's not how it works, is it? That's not how life exactly works, is it? No matter who it is. If someone says you're going to stop living, you're going to stop your day-to-day activities, you're going to stop your day-to-day living, going about your doing your thing. Uh, you just don't pay any attention, do you? It's like if you were walking somewhere and someone said to you, "It's going to be okay," out of the blue, you just think, "What?" You just carry on walking, wouldn't you? But anyway, uh, right, I've spent a fortune on new video gear. I'm really skinned for the rest of the month now. Even though I can juggle a few finances around, I've got to be careful because I'm really in the mood for spending at the moment. That's for probably pharmacological. Uh, First 2 weeks, yeah, it was so fucking shit. Um, no resources whatsoever. Off my head, with whatever was going on at the time. No resources, none. That was so difficult. But like I said, in the past, what was it, last January, I came through the druggings, the intense druggings, and throughout the year, there have been different challenges that I've come through successfully. That's a process that shouldn't be brought to places like this. That's a process of improvement, not decline. You come to places like this if you're in decline or whatever. Place this place purports to be, sort of thing. Um, but yeah, uh, falling back a bit with my resources, despite sleep loss. My video, a disco worth having, which I posted on YouTube yesterday. Uh, Chronologically, at the beginning, it's not as shit hot, but it doesn't have to be because it captures the essence of things. It is a really smart video, but I don't get as much out of it here as what I did at the flat. I think that's quite significant. Maybe that's because the 2 weeks were spent here. I don't know. But calling things back a bit despite the sleep loss. My objectives now: get back on a chemical I was on before that was enabling me to sleep. Get back to the flat and just get back into the swing of things. But anyway, yeah. Now I've got this video equipment. I'm gonna have to start thinking of things to say. Not the easiest thing you can imagine on these chemicals that I'm currently on, uh, which is a reason to get off them. I've got to see. It's only Sunday. Yesterday felt like Sunday. It felt like one of the longest days I've ever experienced. It's fucking awful. Today's Sunday. I have to try and spruce it up a bit. somehow. I went to the coffee shop yesterday. The chick I fancied wasn't there. Probably got her off, giving her oxygen or something because of the stunts they fucking pulled. Uh, yeah, yeah. Anyway, they come, they go, didn't they? But she was alright, she was. But like I say, they come, they go. Um, my, yeah, I'm quite tough with my gear. Uh, uh, Come in handy at the flat. Be useful stuff to have. Uh, but for now, that's your lot.